Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you looked up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Here we go. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Burr. Here's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. To the air on first down. Buying some time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Set up for second and short after that completion. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Keller. Turning it on! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Scrambling away. It's complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. The throw. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Dropping back, it's Burr. Looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're getting set to kick it. Last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Might be calling a hot route. The wide out. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off play action on first down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. All tied up after that one. possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find it. In that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side,
he's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Okay, ready. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide out trying to get it in. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Burr. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll go to the ground. Quick step and go. He smashes his way through again. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, they're after him. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly deep downfield. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air, it's Burr. Here's a heat. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictable.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out. They then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. Max going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Burr. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. They go to the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Charles. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, better look out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback...
Hauls it in the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own. He's taking the shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here we go. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's caught for the touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
To throw, it's Burr. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Still on his feet. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Pushes ahead. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This time he's got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end
unleashes one deep. And it's in for a touchdown. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana Tech. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Burr. Gets open down the middle. Gets away from one, finds room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Might be looking to run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays, and the defense knows it too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They